valve. The crews were not capable of launching the missile themselves. This is a question we sometimes get on the tours. And the reason being that in their launch messages that would be received from SAC headquarters authorized by the President, these messages would contain a code that they would have to enter into a set of thumb wheels on a piece of apparatus in the control center. And if they put the right code in, this oxidizer line would open up without it. So if you can imagine the bravery of the early astronauts, because they were getting into a capsule about this size to be launched into space. Everything looks more dramatic on TV, but secondly, notice the ceramic material at the front. That was designed to burn off as the reentry vehicle skipped along the top edge of space. The Arizona sun is let the missile shake harmlessly if there were to be a nearby nuclear detonation. The engineers in the early days were quite concerned about the noise during the liftoff, and the noise might actually destroy the missile. So they devised a system where they injected water under the missile during the launch to break up the shock waves, and then also you can see these gray panels around the launch duct walls. They were now was the antenna that was used to communicate with. We'll often get a question in a wartime environment, wouldn't you?
Steel tunnel or cableway. And when we're done talking in the control center, it'll take you back out the cableway all the way to the missile silo. And we'll look at the missile from there. The cableway is 35 feet underground. Come up to the gate, they would identify themselves by the phone at the gate, and the control center would then open the gate, electrically unlock the gate, and they. And I think mentioned it's as hard to stop as it is to start. And it swings rather well. That door weighs more than my full-size pickup truck I got on top. With all the slack in the cables and the joints in the pipe and such, it was designed that way. This cableway is a 9.5-foot diameter steel tube. It's also encased in concrete. And all of the cables and the piping are mounted on this structure, and this structure is suspended by springs inside these round tubes here. So this whole center, the control center has 3 levels, and it's a steel structure. The level above us, the top floor, has got the bedrooms, the bathrooms, and the kitchen. And the level below us, level 3, has got the air conditioner, it's got the 28-volt ground power systems, and the 28-volt backup battery systems for the missile itself. Level 2 here contains the communications and control systems for the missile complex. And level 2 here was referred to as a no-loan zone. Actually, it was a 2-officer policy zone. The missile crew consisted of 4 people.
Cables and everything are actually not attached to the wall of cableway, but rather suspended in this inverted view. These would be very cold here. Watch your heads and follow me around here, if you would. Emergency maintenance on the missile. Notice the electrical umbilicals, all the signals Ray showed us inside were coming out to the missile during the launch sequence to check it out, either on a test mode or actual launch, came in through these electrical conduits. People will sometimes ask, how is that disconnected during a launch? Well, the lanyards actually yank those connections free as the missile rose up out of the satellite. Ray and I were thinking, do you think these are government workers, Ray, these 2 technicians here?
I think so.
What reason did you think that?
They got to work for the government.
The missile site itself